Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife, and this video actually came from one of you. We received a message recently, and I don't remember if it was a comment on a vlog, if it was an Instagram DM, an email, where it was, but somebody said, does Sherri have recommendations for rom-com Christmas holiday books? And I thought, I'm sure she does. Sure. I thought, if there's one thing Sherri has, it would be that.
Yeah.
And so we talked about it. I said, Sherri, do you have a list of favorite Christmas books, favorite Christmas movies, the go-to Christmas media in the Sherri Beth universe?
I do.
And she said, yeah, of course I do.
Sure.
So this video, I am simply a moderator as we get to hear all of Sherri's favorite Christmas, holiday books, movies, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and I think probably there's only one book on this list that you have read.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm shocked there's one.
It's very recent.
Okay.
And so you'll probably be able to chime in on that one a little bit, but also the movies, I think that you'll be able to mostly discuss. I don't know if you've actually seen all of them.
All right. So are you ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
Here we go.
So here's how I broke this down. I have books that I have actually read and would recommend. And then books that are on my TBR.
Okay.
This is not exhaustive. This is not every holiday book that I've read. This is not every holiday book that's on my TBR. It's just a few of my favorites that I've picked out.
So if you were creating a recommendation for a friend who was interested in holiday books and movies, this is what you'd give them?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. And then same with the movies. It's not every Christmas movie that I love. It's just the ones that I feel like I probably watch most years.
I wish I could guess right now at what movies are not on the list, and they're the movies that I would probably say that I enjoy the most.
Correct.
Like the holiday smash hit Jingle All the Way. That Sherri's.
What we watched last night.
We watched it last night because I love it so much, and the whole time Sherri was like, "Why do people like this movie?"
These are really good graphics.
It's Turbo Man. Okay, we're not talking about Turbo Man. Back to Sherri's list.
Shockingly, it did not make the list.
What?
I know.
Unbelievable.
I know.
All right, so where are we starting? Books, movies?
We're starting with books.
Okay.
And these are books that I have actually read.
Okay.
And would recommend other people to read.
Here we go. Let's do it.
All right. First one on the list is a book that I have read pretty much every year since probably high school.
Wow.
So we're talking 23 years.
Okay.
Give or take.
Yeah.
I've read it probably 18 to 20 times.
Okay.
Okay. It's A Christmas Carol.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's 5 chapters. It's like this big. You could read it in a day.
Yeah.
We, for the first time, listened to the audiobook that was narrated by Patrick Stewart. I would recommend this to every person on the planet.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably my favorite new way to read this book.
Yeah.
I am not really a huge audiobook person.
You're not an audiobook girly.
Right. Just because I like the feel of, my hair is everywhere. Just because I like the feel of a book in my hands, especially A Christmas Carol. I want to be able to like turn the pages. It's just something about it. But I will listen to this specific recording over and over and over. He does such a good job. All the different voices. It's freaking Patrick Stewart. Of course he's amazing. I loved it. And this was the first time you've actually like read this book.
Yeah, I don't ever remember reading A Christmas Carol. I know that's weird. I've always wanted to. I've just never taken the time, and it's so short. And so when we saw, I think I actually saw it on an Instagram ad. Like Patrick Stewart reads A Christmas Carol, and I thought, what's not to love about that?
And honestly, like every year I'm like, you need to read this book. It's 5 chapters. You can handle it. The chapters are long, but it's 5. There's only 5 of them.
Yeah. The audiobook I think was just under 2 hours. And Patrick Stewart does such an unbelievable job.
Yeah.
And it was, we listened to it kind of in 2 installments laying in bed, and it was just unbelievable. That's a holiday tradition now.
I would agree. Like I almost want to just listen to it again. Like we just finished it a couple nights ago and I'm like, can we do it again?
It was so good.
It was so good.
Okay, so you're starting with a classic.
It's not a rom-com, but it's such a good Christmas movie, book and movie. And as an aside, if you have not seen, what was it called? The Man Who Invented Christmas?
Oh my gosh.
it's the story of Charles Dickens writing A Christmas Carol.
It's a movie.
It's a movie, and on Netflix.
Something like that. On one of the streaming services.
Maybe. It's on one of the streaming services. It's so good and really funny. So
it's a curveball. The reason I'm like struggling is that I expected all of this to be like, it's the 12 dates of Christmas and she has to go on 12 dates. Do you have a book or a movie called 12 Dates of Christmas?
I sure do.
Does she have to go on like 12 dates to find the person she takes to her company Christmas party?
No, it's on my TBR, so I haven't actually read it yet. But she does go on 12 dates.
Okay, don't get ahead. Don't get ahead.
I'll get to it. All right.
That was me coming up with a name that I thought was like a Hallmark mocking movie.
No, it's the real thing.
Okay,
it's a book.
Starting with Christmas Carol.
Starting with the Christmas Carol.
Where are you going from there?
From there, I am going... These are not really in order. They're not like... These aren't ranked, but I would say as far as like, if you're looking for a Christmas book to read A Christmas Carol. Mm-hmm. From here, everything else is sort of like as I thought of them.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, this should be on the list. The next one is The Tourist Attraction, and it's actually a whole series. There's 3 books in the series by Sarah Morgenthaler. They're set in Alaska in a town that is very loosely based off of Girdwood, which is just like 45 minutes south of here. There's some discrepancies that aren't actually true about Alaska, but it's such a cute story. The whole series is really cute. Auburn and I read them, and we were just like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cute!" So,
are they? So you say the whole series? Mm-hmm. Are they Christmas themed? Are they set at Christmas?
They're Christmas themed. Yep. Okay. They're kind of set around Christmas.
Got it.
Yep. Super cute. The next one is The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score.
Mm-hmm. You just read this one, right?
I just read this one. It's actually been out for a while. It's actually book number 2 in a series. The first one is like Mr. Fixer-Upper, I think, which I have not read, but I did read The Christmas Fix. It's very cute. I love Lucy Score, anything she writes, so I enjoyed this one.
Are these books that we're kind of in now, these are, correct me if I'm wrong, Hallmark Christmas movie in book form?
I would say The Tourist Attraction is.
Okay.
The Christmas Fix and Wreck the Halls are a little spicier than Hallmark. I would put them more in a Netflix version of movies.
Good to know.
Yep. Spicy. But
spicy Christmas books.
Spicy Christmas books.
Wow.
I know. But The Tourist Attraction is a Hallmark movie.
We should have come up with a spicy scale, a spicy Christmas scale. Like how many spicy stockings out of 5 would you rate? Dang it! Next year's list. Next year's list, we're doing the spicy stockings.
All right.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. The next one is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. Also spicy. Super cute. I loved it. I read this on our way to Catch a Can.
Okay. Oh, on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The next one.
And you love Tessa Bailey.
I love Tessa Bailey. Anything that she writes. Yes. Okay. Same with Lucy Score. Like anything they have out, I will buy and I will consume.
Can confirm.
Just look at our bookshelf.
Yep.
The next one is called Seasoned Schemings by Katie Bailey. I just finished this one a few days ago. It's very cute. He's laughing so hard.
The names of these.
Seasoned Schemings. It's a hockey romance.
Of course it is.
If you know, you know. It's not spicy.
Oh.
It's a Hallmark movie, but it's really cute.
0 spicy stockings? Maybe 1 spicy stocking? Maybe a 1 spicy stocking. Okay.
It's a sweet romance. It's not spicy.
Okay.
The next one is All I Want for Christmas by Wendy Loggia. I just finished this today. It's a YA. It's set in high school. Like the main point of view is a high schooler. And it was really cute. It had a little twist at the end that I actually did not see coming. So I enjoyed it. I was like, what is happening? And where is this going to go? And what's going to happen? And it went whoop. And I was like, oh.
I bet they were like, I see dead people. And you're like, what? You saw dead people the whole time. Is that not it? That's not it.
But it was really cute. So it's very short. I think I read it I think I started it yesterday.
Okay.
And I finished it today. So very short. Couple hundred pages. The Christmas Letters, I also finished today, by Jenny Proctor.
Okay.
I have read a few other things by her. Also a sweet romance, a Hallmark movie. Really cute. I really liked this one. It's kind of a You've Got Mail theme.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It was very cute. Yep.
We are going to, before we get too far into this, all of these books are going to be linked down below. Yes. We're not linking them on Amazon. You can find them at your local bookstore, but we will put the title and author of the books and movies. Yes. So you at least have that list in the video description. Not the author of the
movies, but we'll put the title of the movies.
I appreciate you.
The title and the author of the books.
Sherri's at a 2 on the sassy stocking scale right now, in case you couldn't tell.
You're welcome. Alright, so the next 4 are on my TBR list. I have not read them, so I can't necessarily recommend them, but these are ones that I'm excited to read just based on, like, the synopsis.
Are these ones that you're going to try to still read this Christmas season? Yes. Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
One I actually started today.
All right.
So I'm like a chapter in, so I don't know. We'll see. First one is In a Holidaze by Christina Lauren.
In a Holidaze?
In a Holidaze.
Makes sense.
Yep. Again, Christina Lauren, own and read everything by them. Love them.
Oh yeah, I've learned this because you've had to correct me a couple times. Went to Barnes & Noble and she had a book she wanted from Christina Lauren. I was like, great, Christina Lauren. I'm looking for that author. Christina first name, Christina last name Lauren. Apparently that's not the case.
No, it's 2 first names. It's actually 2 authors that write these books.
Under the name Christina Lauren.
Christina and Lauren, yep.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, the next one is called The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. Yeah, it's, from what I can gather, based on the synopsis, she has to go on like 12 dates. And I don't remember why. It's been a minute since I read the synopsis, but it's on my list and I want to read it. And this one guy just sort of keeps like showing up on all the dates and she's just like, oh my gosh.
Of course he does.
And I'm guessing that there's a romance that happens there.
I'm guessing that he ends up being Santa's son.
Well, we'll see.
No, I just assumed.
We'll see. The next one is called The Christmas Clash by Suzanne Park. And again, these are all on my TBR, so I can't necessarily recommend them, but it looks cute and I'm excited to read it. And the next one is The Claus in Christmas by Rachael Bloome. This is the one that I just started.
So you just started 2 Christmas books?
No, I just started The Claus in Christmas. I haven't started any other books.
Oh, got it. Okay.
But I just finished 2 books today. I will probably also, in the midst of reading The Claus in Christmas, I will read In a Holidaze as well. I usually try to read like an ebook and a paper book at the same time.
It blows my mind when I will.
How I get through books.
I know. I will look over. I will look over in one moment, and Sherri's got her paper book out, and then I'll go do something, and then I'll come back and I'll look, and she has her e-reader out, and I'm like, what? Wait, what happened? There was something.
I switch books.
It's very strange to me. I do have a question before we continue on to movies.
Yes.
Do you always during the Christmas season try to like switch what you're reading to Christmas themed or Christmas set books?
I think this is the first year that I'm trying to read only Christmas themed books. Okay. Usually I try to throw in Christmas books in the season, but this year I have so many on my TBR. All of the ones that I just mentioned, aside from A Christmas Carol and The Tourist Attraction, which I've read last year and the year before. I've read a couple of times. The other 5 I just read this year. So I have, plus the other 4 that are on my list, plus I have more on my TBR list. And so I have so many that I'm like, I just need to like focus because I don't want to read a Christmas book in like February. Yeah, so I feel like if I don't get through some of them now, I won't read them until next year.
All right. So now we're moving on to movies?
We're moving on to movies.
We're moving on. That was a stretch. All right, what do we got?
It was a lot. All right. These are also not in any specific order. These are just movies that I try to watch pretty much every year.
So we are going to start with the holiday smash hit Jingle All the Way featuring Sinbad and Arnold Schwartz.
It didn't make the list. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You can have your own list.
Nobody would watch that video.
Well.
Nobody cares.
All right.
They're all here for you. I know my role here.
So cute though.
Thanks.
All right. The first one on my list is White Christmas.
Yeah.
It's such a freaking classic. I love it, and I try to watch it every year. this year we were actually going to see the Broadway version in Seattle on Christmas Eve, and I'm very excited for it. I've never seen it live. I've only ever seen like the Bing Crosby, like Danny Kaye version.
You have made me love this movie. I might have seen it before we got married. I'm not sure. I don't remember having seen it
much more since we've been married.
I've seen it much more, and I just really like this movie.
Yeah.
It's so classic Christmas.
It's so good.
It's so good. So good choice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The next one is Love Actually. I love this movie.
Okay. Actually?
Actually.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Do I need to like describe each movie?
You don't need to describe it. I will say, I have been surprised over the last number of years. I feel like this is a very divisive movie.
I feel like you either love it or you hate it.
Yes.
I feel like there's nobody that's like, eh. And there's one more on this list that's the same way. Okay. I feel like you love it or you hate it.
Is that Jingle All the Way? The Holiday Smash Hit?
It's not.
Okay.
Where do you fall?
On what?
On the Love Actually side?
Well, I'm the exception to what you just said, because I like it. I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. If I had to say, I'd say I more love it. But what's interesting is that I don't consider it a Christmas movie. When I think of a movie, I understand that, like...
literally set at Christmas.
I understand that it's set at Christmas. But for me, when I'm thinking of, a movie I would want to watch at Christmas, Love Actually does not come up on that list.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
Right. Well, I love it. The next one is Elf.
Yeah. Come on.
I mean, it's Elf.
It's classic.
I love it. It's Will Ferrell and Zooey Deschanel,
but
who I adore.
Elf makes me feel old.
Yep.
We saw Elf in the theaters.
The year I moved up here.
And we just saw this thing that was like celebrating the 20th anniversary of Elf. Or whatever it was. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. This is an aside, this is a rabbit trail. Another movie that is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year.
What?
Is A Christmas Story.
Oh, you'll shoot your eye out?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It didn't make my list. But I do love this movie, and it's 40 years old, which makes me feel very old.
Going back to Elf, I feel like Elf is where you and I actually converge.
Yeah.
It's like, because
the year I moved up here.
I tend to be National Lampoon's Holiday Smash Hit Jingle All the Way. I always have to throw that on the beginning.
I know you do.
Like, I tend to be those kind of movies. You tend to be sweet Christmas movies. Mm-hmm. And Elf, though, is like the perfect, you and I both agree.
It's a cute love story with the pretty singing.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Perfect. What do you got next?
The next on the list is The Family Stone. Have you ever seen this movie? It's got a phenomenal cast.
I have seen the movie, I think it's from the 80s, Romancing the Stone.
Not that.
I love that movie.
The Family Stone has a great cast.
Okay.
Maybe we should watch it.
Great.
It's great.
Okay.
It's really good.
What is it about? Who's in it?
Oh gosh, Claire Danes and Luke Wilson and gosh, I'm gonna forget all of them because there's a huge cast.
Mm-hmm. About Christmas, set at Christmas.
It's set at Christmas.
Okay.
It's a family that kind of comes together and they bring like new girlfriend, and the new girlfriend just really doesn't like quite fit in with the family, and so she calls her sister and she's like, please come save me, and her sister ends up falling in love with
the
boyfriend, but it's a whole thing. It's really cute.
Okay. Maybe we'll watch it some year.
This year. The next one is the other divisive one. I feel like you love it or you hate it.
Okay.
The Holiday.
Oh yeah. Jack Black?
Uh-huh.
And
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. I can never remember her name. Kate Winslet, that's right.
Yep.
I love this movie.
And Jude Law and what's her face? Cameron Diaz.
I love this movie.
I love this movie.
But we know friends who like hate this movie.
Hate it. Like they will not watch it. And I'm just like,
I think it's so cute.
I love it. I think it's so cute. It's adorable. They switch places.
That's one I could be talked into watching this year.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is on Netflix. It's called The Holidaze.
Naturally.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, with Emma Roberts. It's really cute. I've seen it a few times. It's been out for a few years.
Okay.
The next one is not a specific movie. It's a whole genre. Anything by Hallmark. I will watch any Christmas movie by Hallmark. I don't care what it is. I have seen probably all of them. I think there were like 33 new ones this year, which I have not seen. But I love anything Hallmark. I actually have the Hallmark Movies Anywhere app, so we can just watch Hallmark movies anytime.
So because Hallmark movie, I feel like that term has moved away from just movies made by Hallmark to that style or kind of movie, even made by any platform.
Yes.
And you love specifically Hallmark.
Any of those movies.
So, but you love, like, they could be on Netflix, they could be on Disney, whatever. In fact, last night when we were trying to figure out, was it last night? What to watch?
We settled on the Holidaze smash hit.
Thank you for referring to it as the way the Lord intended.
Well.
We were flipping through, like, the Netflix original holiday movies.
And I was like, seeing it, it's really cute. Seeing it, it's really cute. Seeing it, it's really cute. And you were like...
I was like, you've got to be kidding me that you've seen all these.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like telling me about it, and here's what happens there, here's what happens there. And then I'm just like, wait, how many Christmas Prince movies have they made?
3.
Okay. Not a question that needed an answer. What's next?
Alright, next. These next two are sort of like honorable mentions because they're not technically Christmas movies.
Oh.
But they have Christmas scenes in them that make Christmas.
Interesting.
That are a big part of the Christmas season.
Okay, let's hear them.
The first one is Holiday Inn.
Wait, this is the movie that the song White Christmas first appeared in.
Correct.
I only know that because I'm married to Sherri.
Yeah, so Bing Crosby first sang White Christmas in Holiday Inn, not in White Christmas.
I had no idea that happened.
Right. So Holiday Inn starts and ends at Christmas, but the rest of it is about every other holiday. And so, but it does start and end at Christmas, and this is where he writes and sings White Christmas.
Pretty cool.
And it's so good.
I understand why that would be an honorable mention with Christmas. That makes sense.
The next one is Meet Me in St. Louis.
Okay, I have never seen it. And okay.
You have. I know that you have seen this movie. It's Judy Garland. Oh, boy.
Why does that make it so that I would have seen it?
Okay.
What does it have to do with Christmas?
Because this is where she sings, and I just absolutely blanked on the name. Hold 1 second. Everybody's screaming at the
song?
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Oh.
This is where Judy Garland sings this song. She sings it in this movie to her little sister, and it makes me cry. Yep, every time. Like, I can tune into this movie if it's on TV at this scene and cry.
Really?
Ugh. Because I know everything that came before it and what comes after it, and it's so sad, but it's such a good song, and this is where this song was first sang.
Didn't know that, and Sherri, I am pretty sure I've never seen this movie.
Then we need to add this to our list. This and The Family Stone. You need to watch.
As long as we can watch the Holiday Smash Hit Jingle All the Way one more time.
You like musicals.
I love musicals. That's right.
And
I do love musicals.
Judy Garland. Of course you're going to love this movie.
I think that's actually on her Wikipedia page. Frickin' Judy Garland.
It should be.
Did you know your hands are the exact same size as Judy Garland's hands?
Yes, they are.
We learned that on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yes. And at Disney Studios. Which you have not been.
I wasn't there. That's so rude. So rude, you better not have it.
My hands are the same size as Judy Garland's. They fit in her little handprints.
Okay, so those are all of your books. That's not all of them.
It's not all of them. If I had a very long video, I could name every Christmas book that I have read and every Christmas movie that I enjoy, but it would be a very long video and nobody would care.
So, well, I would care.
You would tune out after the first hour.
Probably. I do want to end this video with a curveball.
Oh no.
Because it just makes me laugh so much. We talked about movies. We talked about books. We didn't talk about music. I want to ask you about one song, because it is a song that is played all over during the Christmas season. And when
I know what you're talking about.
Exactly. And when it comes on, you just get, it is not a Christmas song.
I get physically angry at this song.
Okay, what song gets played that you are convinced is not a Christmas song?
Favorite Things, which is in Sound of Music, which is not even set at Christmas, and it's not a Christmas song. And the fact that it makes it on all these damn Christmas lists makes me so angry.
This is my favorite.
It's not, in fact, I have a whole Christmas playlist of like every Christmas song, and you know what song gets removed?
That song.
That song. Kelly Clarkson has it on her Christmas album, and I said, no, ma'am.
It takes
every other song on her album is on there, but that one.
It takes a lot for Sherri to delete Kelly Clarkson.
It is not a Christmas song. That makes me so angry.
Now, the reason people think it's a Christmas song...
Because it talks about gifts, but like...
brown paper packages tied up with strings.
One line in the whole song, and it's not a Christmas movie.
Whiskers on Kittens.
Or song. What does that have to do with Christmas?
I don't know. Nothing. That's why I wanted to end this video with that. Because this is what I get to experience whenever that song comes on.
We were at a restaurant the other day and it came on and I was like...
I can see her. Because it's like Christmas carols. It's White Christmas. It's Mariah Carey. It's Bing Crosby. It's like, you know what I mean? It's all of the amazing Christmas. It's Josh Groban, Michael Bublé.
Songs.
And then this song comes on and I'm just like, I watch Sherri clutch her silverware and I'm like, honey, can you put that down before you bend it and we have to buy it? You guys.
It does make me so mad. I'm irrationally angry at this. But if you have this in a playlist, delete it.
Wow.
Don't be that person. So, it's not a Christmas song.
Again, all of Sherri's books, all of Sherri's movies down below. Go check them out. I do want to know, do any of you have books that you think Sherri should add to her Christmas TBR?
Oh, yeah.
Do you disagree with her views on any of these? Specifically, the song from Sound of Music?
That's not a Christmas song?
I love you so much. Friends, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We love you so much, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.